The town was once Hawaii's royal capital, and there were fears that some of its historic buildings had been destroyed by the wildfires. For many visitors, the town of Lahaina is a place to go for tropical beaches, but for residents of Hawaii, it is a trove of history. Its heritage museum in a landmark courthouse houses artifacts from before the rest of the world knew Hawaii existed. Its oldest building, the Baldwin home, was occupied by the 19th century physician who saved Maui from an epidemic of smallpox. Its central feature, a sprawling 150-year-old banyan tree, was planted to commemorate the arrival of Christian missionaries in 1873. On Wednesday, that legacy and more appeared to be in ashes, consumed by the hurricane-driven wildfires that have devastated the island of Maui, razing much of the historic district of Lahaina, once Hawaii's royal capital, in a matter of hours. "We had no preparation, no warning, nothing," said Theo Morrison, the executive director of the Lahaina Restoration Foundation, which manages more than a dozen historic sites in the town. Mrs. Morrison, a longtime resident and the mother of a firefighter who has kept her apprised of the damage, spoke from an East Coast airport on Wednesday. She left Maui a day before the fires had broken out on Tuesday night, bound for Europe on family business, she said. "I never would have left if I had known what was coming," she said. Whipped by wind, the fires blew through nearby grasslands and roared through the historic tourist town. The Baldwin home, which houses the foundation's main office, appears from news photos to have burned to the ground after its roof caught fire, she said. The home contained the wooden rocking chairs that the family of the Rev. Dwight Baldwin had shipped all the way from their East Coast home in the 1830s, their son's antique shell collection, and the medical instruments that Dr. Baldwin, a missionary and physician, had used to vaccinate much of Maui against smallpox.